prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the LSU Tigers and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet with coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So LSU's offense will have the football first. A year ago, it was the Tigers who were able to find a way to slip past the Gators.
I think a big key in that game was it was the Tigers' playmakers offensively stepping up in big moments late in the game. They're going to need that again today. There are a lot of one-on-one matchups out there where the LSU Tigers feel like they have the advantage, and that's got to demonstrate itself in this one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets rid of it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Looking to pass, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't have mind playing for these schools because they do. Turning it on!
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's ball. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball.
Makes the grab in their space. Brought down at the 10-yard line and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Tight end now in motion. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged out of the air. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hall. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. On the move, he fires. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running inside, it's Pryor. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up 4th.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes a catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. The run inside. It's Berry. Got enough for the first. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Snagged in the middle, it's Watkins. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Hey, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now, they're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
Leaping grab for a big gain. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Rides to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. He uncorks one deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here's a heat. receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Wilson. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Finds his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires on the move. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Gators will punt this one away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sweet cut there. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Intercepted.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff, Jaden running left. There he goes. Got enough for the first. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's a give the ball. He locked up and held on to bring him down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah,
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on 3rd, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
They boot it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. To the air, it's Levin. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The give to Caden Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And wings it incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Caught. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the 1st.
Throws it deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Berry. Oh, he's got some space. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback keep. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And tackled there by the defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Berry. There's a crease. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Working that left side now. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add. He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. Turning on the Jets. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Handoff for ball. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Gators are marching down the field. Here's Jaden one more time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Gators answer right back. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped.
LSU 17, 12. Number 91, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Picks up the 1st down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The run inside. It's Berry. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Under fire. And they got it.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly on the move. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there, the linebacker covering serious ground.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got an open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quick strike complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.